Daniel, congratulations.
Thank
It's
you.
a 12th home win. Is it fair to say that it was comfortable because you didn't have to play with the intensity that maybe you have had to in some other games?
Yes, perhaps it was perhaps not our most exciting game and most shining performance. For that, we were too solid and too dominant in our defending behavior. We literally didn't give one opportunity for the opponent away. I think expected goals in the second half, when you would expect them normally to chase a game 0.0, hardly had a game like this. And I think in the first half it was 0.01 or something like this. So literally really nothing, not out of the game, not out of set pieces. Yes, it was also that we scored an early goal, important goal, and sometimes, we had so many good wins here at home, and then the last game was also a bit like a clear result. We scored early this time around. We scored after already in the first minute. Sometimes you think, okay, come on, it's a nice, easy evening. We are already in lead. We know our statistics. Once we are in lead, we normally win the game, and then you do perhaps one step less, or perhaps 1 or 2% less concentrated. So I think we were not good in the details today, so a bit slow in the head, also on the passing accuracy, not really tidy. We were all over them and dominant, but could have dominated the game much more and could have created much more. It was, of course, not easy because the pitch was not great today, and also, yes, again, the last game was just 2.5 days ago, so many explanations, but I think it was not our best performance today. But this exactly in this way, during this time of the season in January, after you have played many games, once you are in a busy week and you will play many games, how you should win such a game. Pretty mature, pretty good in your defensive behavior. Yes, we have created chances, could have or should have scored perhaps even earlier, the 2-0, but of course with the 2-0 then the game was more or less won, and then we concentrated also a bit on being rock solid, sitting perhaps even a bit deeper, could relax even a bit more instead of investing too much into this game. So it was then a pretty controlled, mature performance, not the most shining one, but still important 3 points and important for performance that gives us more confidence. And again, another home win.
The biggest surprise was that you were unchanged, Daniel. I think we were expecting Manor Sullivan not to play. I mean, was there a big decision to be made, or was he just absolutely fine in the end?
No, sometimes I have to surprise you guys and also to be a bit unpredictable. No, it was due to the fact that this time around we had 3 proper nights at home, so no travel. I got the feeling so there's enough time to recover. Also, like the time till the next game on Monday is enough also to recover if you're a professional football player. And I also wanted to send the sign a bit because everyone expected perhaps, right now, massive game coming up Monday, Burnley, home game against Norwich. You change a bit, and no, I wanted to send the message. This is an important game, and we take it serious. We don't underestimate any team, and yes, it was also like Mano was already able to train yesterday with us. Also this morning we had a short warm-up session, and also his data were okay, his scan was okay. Of course, I was more or less hoping then perhaps if we're in a good situation that I could rest him perhaps in the last 25 minutes. This was exactly what happened. Could also give Daniel Jameson in the end a rest. So overall, it paid out that we had this decision. Yeah, of course, you're always a bit nervous and you don't know how it works. Sometimes also a bit fresh energy and fresh legs are also important on the pitch. But yeah, the gut feeling was for today we needed to set the sign. No, we are on it also today, and yeah, thank God it paid off.
And with Tanaka and Bayern coming off, was that because of the yellow card situation, Danny, rather than anything else? Was it a precautionary measure to take in case, another yellow followed, which almost did?
Well, many reasons. So first of all, Aouar has also played many minutes, and Byron, we know his injury CV, so it was always the plan to not let him play 90 minutes. But the feeling was also during the game, Norwich has still also many experienced players on championship level in their team, like Duffy, like McLean, like Stacey, and they know once they're not able to create chances, they have to change the momentum of the game if you're an experienced side. And what should they do? Of course, then you try to provoke perhaps a send-off for a player who has a yellow card, especially without Tanaka, his first season in English football, perhaps even a bit naive. Yeah, probably they have spoken about, okay, if there is the next foul, come on, we try to do a bit more out of this situation, roll a bit around to perhaps also give the referee decision to make in order to try to somehow get a foot into the door of this game. And for that, we had 2 players with a yellow card on the pitch, and for that I decided then with also good options on the bench in order to not allow this, not like that they find a way back into this game by perhaps to provoke a send-off. Took both players on yellow then from the pitch, and yes, that was the main reason in comparison, in addition to that they need to rest, and also in addition that also Ilya Gruev desperately needs a few more minutes, and it was also beneficial for him. Same more or less also with Junior Firpo. It was also beneficial for them to get more minutes also for the upcoming week. So just win-win-win situation. So for that I had to make the call.
Then we know we're going to find out more about Pascal's situation later this week. How's Patrick Bamford coming along? Are we looking like we might see him by the end of the month, or has there been any update there?
Yes, I haven't spoken with the sports science today because obviously he's doing his re-up training, but it seems like it will last a little bit longer. So yesterday he told me it will be about probably 2 weeks without team training, so it will last a little bit till he's back in team training. So he's progressing, but it probably will take another 2 weeks till he's back in team training.
So is this still, when you say keeping awake in the market, is this focusing your attention still because of this situation being longer than you expected?
Yes, a little bit. So, of course, we have to stay awake, but I also don't expect a major setback for Patrick in this re-up. So at least it works into the right direction. But we also know that he had a sadly an injury severe. Yes, we have to stay awake, but overall we're not in panic mode, and we know that. Of course, and if Patrick comes back, we have also 3 really good striker options, and for that, I'm far away of panicking. But yes, we will stay awake and also monitor how his re-up will develop over the next upcoming 10 days, of course.
Thanks.
Great. Is that exactly what you want to see from Junior in terms of giving you a decision to make for Monday, and maybe giving Burnley a question as to who will play there?
No, I don't think we will be successful on Monday, because I'm just there with great surprises or whatever, or with a tactical genius stroke from myself, and who will win this game, because I do the unexpected more or less again. I don't think this will be the key to be successful on Monday, but obviously Junior is a very important player for us. Had many assists and end products when he was playing regularly, and right now he's coming out of an injury where he was 6 weeks awake and away, and he needs desperately minutes and also competitive minutes. I think he was good in going forward today, and also involved in several good scenes, transition moments. Sometimes he could have reacted a bit quicker, and also in the duels. But overall, important 40 minutes for him to return back to his best, and the minutes will definitely help him in order to be back. But Sam Byram is also doing a really decent job. I'm not sure how many games unbeaten he is meanwhile. So I think points per game average, I'm pretty sure that he is pretty much top of the championship. Have to give praise to him, how important he is for us with his experience, also with his strengths and set pieces. So I'm pretty happy. But of course, if Junior is back to his top fitness level, then he's also a really good option on the left back position. It's good to have them both available.
Now, you seem to be very animated during that first half, and not altogether very happy at times with your team. What was it that annoyed you most?
Yes, exactly what I spoke about. So sometimes when you go in lead, sometimes you underestimate perhaps the opponent a little bit because you're so dominant, and I got the feeling could be a bit quicker in the head once we lose the ball, to react a bit quicker, to come back behind the ball, to win the ball back in counter pressing, to be a bit more tidy on the ball, not to underestimate the importance of each and every pass, and don't give chances for counter attacks away. So I think, again, it was in the details not our best performance today, but I also wanted to send a bit the sign, no, today we have to be on it till the game is really won, and not like just because we're Leeds United, we've won the last, 11, 12 games in a row here at Ellen Road, just because of this we will win this game as well. So I wanted to make sure that we don't let the standard drop, and for that, perhaps even a bit more animating today, like in the last home games.
How refreshing was it for you and the players to execute a match plan against a team that wanted to press you high on the edge of your box with Ilan's goal kicks, and also at the other end, a team that plays out from the back and allows your attackers to press down?
Yes, Norwich is a brave side. I've compared them a little bit to Sheffield Wednesday. They are slightly different in their base formation, but quite similar because they go for it. They try to press. They try to play football. They try to be also dominant. They are one of the best possession sides in terms of possession and passing accuracy in this league, and we knew this. And you have shown also that we have some tools in order to be successful against this side. So it was a bit coincidence, but also like beneficial for us to play 3 days ago exactly against such a side, which has also played a role in an unchanged starting 11, because this 11 has faced a quite similar behavior from Sheffield Wednesday, and I found also today some good solution. Would have preferred a bit more being tidy in the details, but overall, no, pitch was also not the easiest, and for that, pretty happy with this. So Norwich is a good side, there's no doubt about this, and for that, I'm happy with 3 points.
Given how frustrated you were at Preston when they didn't get a red card, did you sense some good karma tonight with Tanaka maybe avoiding a second yellow that you maybe could have had?
No, not at all, because we played today against a side, again, 9.9 expected goals in the second half. If the only chance to change a game would be a yellow-red card for my player, then we are definitely in a good position. So overall, I have to say, so for me, it was never a situation where RO should be sent off, because not in the sense of the game, because when should a player not be allowed to play further on? Either if he's there with a brutal foul, was not one brutal foul from RO, or if he's there with a tactical foul that avoids, for example, a big counter chance or something like this. It was neither. RO is probably the fairest player in whole Western Europe, although he's from Japan. And he was there exactly with 2 fouls today. Does he deserve to be sent off because of 2 fouls? I don't think so. Again, so for me, it was also a bit the case of an experienced side. Come on, if this guy's on a yellow card, I think even the first yellow card was a bit doubtful. If there is another foul, make a bit more out of his role, a little bit around. There was no need for injury time or treatment or whatever. And it was also not a tactical foul that avoided the chance. Both fouls were deep in the opponent's half. Also from the rules, no chance to give him a yellow card for this, because I don't like this rule, but it's a fact. If you play advantage, you can't go back and give for a tactical foul a yellow card. Do I like this rule? No, but the rule is clear. And for that, if you place the advantage, you can't give for a tactical foul a yellow card. You just can give a yellow card if you play advantage, if it was a brutal and relentless tackle. It was not. It was, if you want to give something, it was more like, okay, tactical foul, and he was rolling a little bit around. So for that, no chance to do this as well. Also not from the rules, and also not in the sense of the game. So for me, yes, AO was a bit naive because an experienced side try to use this in their favor, and he has to learn out of this. Although we spoke exactly about the situation at halftime, this is more like their only chances to provoke a yellow-red card. It's always the same. Probably I shouldn't have mentioned it, because 4 minutes later he is there with a straight leg. But I don't have at all the feeling that he deserved to be disallowed to play further on, because it was not tactical, it was not relentless, it was just a bit naive, and an experienced side tries to use it. So for that, yes, you could call him a little bit lucky due to his naivety, but in the sense of the game and from the rules, anyhow, I think he doesn't deserve to be out.
Thank you. Congratulations on the win, Daniel.
Thank you.
I thought Jayden Bogle had a really good game today. Is he the best right back in the Championship?
Jayden Bogle is, I think, since more or less 10 games, always my player of the match. So for me, by his standards, it was a normal game, I would say. Because, no, you're completely right, he's outstanding so far. Had a bit difficult start into life, but what he is right now, delivering right now, is for me unbelievable. He need to do this, because Isaac Schmidt was also in his position there with a really good performance in the cup. But Jaden is outstanding, and also the reason why we signed him. Top class character, by the way. Also great teammate and great performances defensive wise, but also in going forward. Pretty happy with him. Yes, don't want to speak about other right backs anyhow, but for us he's a really important player, and I'm really happy to have him. And I really rate him.
You've got so much momentum now with the results that you've had over the past, many weeks really. I'm guessing you're not really planning for anyone to leave before deadline day from the squad?
No, because we have a pretty small group. Anyhow, you never know in this business what happens if there is a crazy offer. And working too long in this business, you can never rule anything out. Sometimes there is a development that you can't predict right now. But at the moment, as it stands, we have I think in comparison to our competitors, a quality group, but also like not the biggest group in terms of numbers, and we can't at the moment allow. To lower these numbers even more. So something extraordinary would need to happen in order to allow one player also to leave. So for that, at the moment, as it stands, I don't expect one player to leave.
Thank you.
Daniel, when you analyse this with the team tomorrow or whenever it is, do you think your emphasis will more be on the things you were saying about standards, or over the course of a 46-game season, if the job's been done with a win like this, is that more, the more sort of dominant thoughts in your mind?
Yes, both. We always go into details what we have done well and what we could have done better. But it's also not that we are over-interpreting also this game, because I won't be too critical in the details today, because the pitch was not the easiest one. Again, it's a busy period, and we came also out of a busy period, and the big picture is more like what we spoke about: 12 home games unbeaten, unbelievable home record, another clean sheet win under our belt against a really good side. So Norwich came here and were, I think, in the form table on position 4 in the last 5 games. So yes, of course, they have lost in the cup against Brighton. Really good Premier League side. And the only games that they have lost, even in the recent months, although they were missing a few important players, were just against the top teams. Apart from this, in the last 5 games, they've just lost 1 game. I think 3 wins and 1 draw, and number 4 in the form table. So to deliver such a dominant performance and not allow them to have 1 chance, this pleases us as well. But we'll also mention that, okay, in the details, we could be even a bit better, and we don't let drop our standards. So, yeah, good balance out of both is important.
And obviously the schedule causes so many problems for every team this season. We've talked about it many times. So how pleased are you that both yourself and Burnley should have a decent run in to what should be, a really good game? Hopefully you'll be able to show your best ball.
Yes, it feels like it's the first time that the TV schedule helps us already a little bit, but the same also for the opponent. So I think for both teams, the load during this week doesn't make a difference, because if you have, as a professional football player, 5 days between the games, if this is not enough to recover, then probably you have to play chess, or with all respect anyhow, but then you can't play professional football, not if you're fit. So I don't think that being tired or anything, or fatigue will play an important role on Monday. So both teams have right now enough time to recover, enough time also to prepare. And yes, obviously important game upcoming, but for me the same importance like the game today. I know we like to speak always about massive games are coming up, but in this league, so many massive games are coming up. I've heard this against Middlesbrough. I've heard this in the Yorkshire Derby. I will hear this in the next days against Burnley. I will hear this against Sheffield United. I will hear this against Sunderland. This game today here was important for me. And I'm far away from over-interpreting games and results against teams who are sitting in the top position in the table. Of course, it's another very, very difficult away game, because Burnley is one of the best sides in this league. It's a tough place to go, but nothing more. So if this games would be more important than the others, we've beaten Leicester last season twice. They are playing in the Premier League. We've beaten Ipswich last season twice. They are playing in the Premier League. So these type of games are not decisive where you finish come next May. The games like today, the games like the last last days anyhow. So when you think, okay, it's another game in the championship normal life office, in these type of games you have to be on it, and these type of games it's important to be there with a proper point tally, and we were pretty good and consistent in this type of games. Of course, want to be successful, we're looking forward to have this game, spotlight game, and you want to challenge yourself also with the best opponents, and Burnley is definitely one of the best opponents, but it's just about 3 points and just another chance also to add a few points, and this mood will also travel.
Anybody else? No. Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel.
Cheers, Daniel.
Always good to see you.
You, mate.